Hey everyone, it's Adam here from Ads Productions, and this is a mini review and general summary of the Eken h9r Plus 4K action camera. I would just like to say a big thanks to the guys and girls at gearbest.com for sending this out for review. If at any point you are interested in buying this camera, there is in fact a link in the description with a coupon that will allow you to pick this up cheaper than the retail value. When you take this out of the box for the first time, you'll notice that the camera itself is very small. And that might get you thinking, I wonder what the quality is like. Well, there's a good weight to the camera as well, which for a small camera is quite reassuring. And the overall build quality is very robust, and I couldn't see any weak points or areas that could potentially be degraded with continuous use. I'm sure this would happen as with every electronic component, but on the surface it looks like a well-built and sturdy product. The screen on the back takes up about 80% of the surface area and really does give you a clear view of what's going on as a viewfinder, as well as going over the various user interface options that we'll get onto a bit later in the video. So what exactly do you get in the box? Well, you get a remote control, 2 batteries, waterproof housing, so what you put over it to then allow you to go into the water, the handlebar or pole mount, 2 helmet mounts, a USB cable, the clip that the camera goes into to then go onto a mount, what they call mount 1, mount 2, mount 3, mount 4, and you guessed it, mount 5 and mount 6. As you can see, you have various different components and gadgets to allow you to perfectly position and use this camera wherever necessary. You also have a strap, as well as a few cable ties, just to help tidy things up. On one side of the camera you have a MicroSD port, a micro HDMI port, and a micro USB port. The battery pops out of the bottom of the camera just by sliding the slider, opening the hatch, pulling the battery out, and then change it with the spare that's included. The fact that it comes with a spare is such a good idea. The reason for this is because any 4K camera on the market of this form factor is going to tear through power regardless of the camera that it is. And trust me, I'm speaking from experience when I say that this camera uses a lot of battery power, so you're definitely going to be using the spare battery that it comes with. I have to admit the battery life in general for the single battery is so-so. Don't expect hours of use before it dies, but I think it's adequate for the camera of this price and the image quality that it produces. It's $150 normally, so that's New Zealand. It's a budget camera, so expect budget battery life. But if you buy this camera, you're going to expect that when you buy it. It's not going to be lasting you for a whole day. Just have a battery spare and you'll be good to go. On the other side, you've also got the button that connects the camera to a phone so that you can then use it with the app and all the various things like that. I tend to steer away from those sort of things because I prefer the more traditional, take the storage card out of the device, put it in your PC, move the media to whatever folder you want to use, edit, upload. That's my way of thinking. If you want to use the app and the wireless technology that comes with it, it's there for you to use. Let's talk about the user interface now. This is the menu basically. So to get onto the menu, click on the mode button on the front of the camera where the lens is as well. When you click on this, you'll come up with a very basic, to-the-point menu. The menu features the following items: burst, time-lapse video, time-lapse photo, video, photo, and settings. When you've got to one that you want to select, press the record button on the top of the camera. This is like a select button. And for those curious, the settings menu features various things like video resolution, video interval, exposure, and much more. Plenty to be playing around with to get the footage or image that you'd like. There was definitely the opportunity to go overboard with menu systems and various features, bells and whistles, However, I really do appreciate the fact that they've kept it clean, to the point, and simple to use. Okay, so you've heard me ramble on about what's in the box, also the design of the camera. I'm going to now show you some of the test footage that I shot with the camera. I'll also demonstrate what the sound quality is like coming directly from the device,